Hi guys, it's Georgie. You might notice that I'm one person short this week. Martin is, as you know, in Canada, in case he hasn't made that abundantly clear to all of you repeatedly for the past, 3 weeks or so. But yes, so this week it's just me and we've got lots of fun things to talk about. So let's get on with it. I hope you've got your coffee because I've brewed up in preparation for our little chat this week. So first things first, let's talk about news and new releases and what have you. Fun thing that's coming out, I'm going to prioritise this because anybody that knows me will know that I love elves. It's the running joke in the shop, in my life, everywhere, that I'm obsessed with elves. So I was super excited when this wonderful game here, Runewars, announced one of their first expansion sets, which is going to be the Latari Elves set. Essentially, Runewars is a game that's a little bit like X-Wing meets fantasy because you've got the movement dials and things like that, that if you play thank you Zav, that if you play X-Wing you'll know, you keep your movement dial secret and that dictates your movement. However, there's some really fun mechanics in Runewars to the point where you literally at some points, if you've seen Pirates of the Caribbean you'll know what I mean, you have your handful of runes and you drop them on the table, and the way they land, whether it's facing up or facing down, that dictates what kind of actions you take and things like that. It's a really fun game. The minis are absolutely stunning. They come on the racks kind of thing, so you can have different depth and width of your armies and things like that. It's a really fun game, but they're introducing some new characters, which is elves, and it's even better because they ride on the back of these basically giant lynxes. What are they called? They're called Lenox. So it's like a massive lynx. You'll be able to see them behind me, actually. I forgot about the green screen. If I lean that way, you might be able to see the Lenox here. But they're awesome. And what's really cool is I'm a really big fan of when games introduce new characters and new factions. And everyone's saying, what a peaceful show. When games introduce new factions, they play around with the mechanics a little bit, because I think that keeps it really fresh. It keeps people interested. It doesn't rely on the same kind of tropes and things like that. So with the elves, what they're going to be doing with the elves is, obviously because they're riding these massive lynx, cat, lion type beasts, there's different movement stats and different movement mechanics and the way that your characters can move. I think they can move more, and there's different modifiers in how they move and things like that. And there's also different the box does look pretty magical. It's very magical. It's a very cool game. And there's different things that alter your opponent's initiative and how that plays out and things like that. So it's really nice that they're not keeping with the same kind of mechanics that they've used before. So that is up on the pre-order section of our website. It's coming out tomorrow, actually. So it's a lot of the new releases are coming out tomorrow. So this gives you time to pre-order them now at www.wargamesuk.co.uk/pre-orders. I'm just saying, link in the description. But no, I'm very excited about that because it's a combination of cats and elves, giant cats and elves. That's pretty cool, right? And everyone is agreeing that the box is the box does look kind of sparkly on the top, and everyone's agreeing the box is pretty magical. As you can see, it's this is the box, like the starter box. This is your main two armies, elves excluded. And as you can see, it's very magic. It's awesome, and that's the other side here of the other army. But yeah, the main box is $89.99, which is in there everything you need. That includes terrain, includes little cardboard runestone things that you get. It includes some of like the cardboard terrain as well. And what they've done, which is quite clever actually, before we move on from Runewars, is they've released a Runewars Essentials kit. So what with there being a new faction, Jen and Ian, elves is not the word of the week. We'll get onto the word of the week in a second. It should have been elves. That would have been way better. But it what is Martin talking about? Can send super chats. I don't know what he's on about. He's even in Canada. He's on tangents and talking about something completely different. But we love you. Have a good time. But no, they've released an essentials pack. which is essentially extra bits of terrain, extra movement counters, extra little runes and things like that, and the movement counters and things like that. So that's always a nice little thing, because God knows when I pop things out of WarGames, our Hoover at home is full of like tokens and little dice and things like that, because they get lost or the cat takes them, then they get hoovered up and then they're gone forever. So if anyone can like release an essentials pack or something like that, I think that's really, really clever, to be honest. But Jen and Ian have reminded me, word of the week, guys. Obviously I can't tell you what it is because that would defeat the purpose. It's all been set up, so we'll have to the word of the week is not Canada. I would not allow that to be a thing, Dan. I'm not letting Canada win. He's already phoned me twice from Canada. I'm in Canada. Oh, it's really nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm in Southport. It's been a really sunny day today, and I've been locked inside working like a zombie, some may say. Some could say that I've been acting like a zombie, staying inside when it's sunny outside, like a zombie. What can I say? Zombies. Everything's got to be in lowercase, guys. Remember, one word, lowercase. Put that into the coupon page. What? Georgie's mum is also not the word. No, Josh, that's not a thing. She is just standing behind the camera, refused to come on because she got too shy because she couldn't get a hair appointment in before the show went on. So thanks, Mum, for leaving me in the lurch. She's laughing at me right now. Everyone says, poor Georgie. Finn, what is the format for FNM this week? Will you be stocking Commander 17 and how much are my questions? Thank you for all those questions, Finn. We will be stocking Commander 17. That will go up for pre-order either the end of this week or next week, I think. I'm looking at Adam because I feel like he might know the answer to that.
I don't know.
Okay, he just did this, so I'm guessing he doesn't know. I will get back and get Gaz on screen. Hi, Georgie's mom. Lots of love for my parents at the minute, guys. None for me. I'm hurt, guys. I'm hurt. But how long does the discount code last for? Leah, it lasts for a week. So next WarGames on Wednesday, I'll update the discount code, and then it'll be the new one. So it's kind of like a week long for each one. Finn, this week is standard, seeing as last week was supposedly a draft. So it'll be standard this week. So you can bring any zombie deck that you want. Any zombie deck. Zombies, they're big in Magic, right? Zombie. Everyone likes a zombie in Magic. They're really big at the minute. Did pretty well in the Pro Tour. I've already answered FNM this week, Finn. And yes, Commander 17, we will be stocking it. $29.99. Thank you, Adam. He's like my fact checker behind the camera. $29.99. So that will be in as and when it's released. We'll be getting those pretty soon. I'm guessing we'll be getting a lot of them because I know for a fact that we've had a lot of people asking about it. This is good. This is going well. So lots of questions coming in and I'm enjoying it a lot. Let's see what's happening in the chat room. Hello, George's mom. Get Gaz on screen. He's staying over there. He's been drinking. He's not allowed on screen. They've been out for dinner. He's been on the leffy, on the beer. Mom's refusing to come on. But yes, they say hello to you all and send their love. She's waving as we speak. But yes, that was Room Wars. We got distracted by talking about all the shiny questions. Shiny questions? Shiny boxes. What else do we have to talk about? Exciting new releases. I put in the chat just before. Adam is my own elf. Aw, you're an elf.
Thank you.
He's a little elf. What is really exciting, I asked you guys, you might have seen in the house elf, that sounds about right actually. He doesn't do any bloody housework. He looks very offended. In the chat, before we went live, I said to you guys, get your thinking caps on and tell me what you think about model conversions, because I think this is a really fun and interesting topic, and Adam and I are, you know, in the process of building lots of armies and painting them up. And I was talking today, a customer came in called Keisha. She's an incredible artist, and she was thinking about getting into commission painting and things like that. And she showed me her page on Facebook. And she is she's incredibly talented. And she said, you know, what's to do with commission painting? How do I get into it? What kind of things do people want? And so I started talking to her about models and how you build models and convert them and paint them, and how different people want different things from models in terms of posability, paint jobs, everything like that. What I've done is in the description below. If you all go and look at Keisha's art page, I've put the link in the description to her Facebook. She is crazy, crazy talented, so leave her lots of love on there. And you know, it'd be nice in the comments of the video once it goes live, we can leave some suggestions on commission painting and what have you. She's not able to watch live right now, but she might watch later, she said, so that's good. If you have any kind of suggestions, ideas, advice even, because I know a lot of you are painters, if you put those in the comments after we've finished being live, if that makes sense. Is that a sentence? Maybe. Then that way she can read them through, look over them, and if you go on her Facebook page, leave her some love, that will be amazing. Adam, the video output has gone to red, we're lagging. Can you please help? Yeah, I think we're lagging a little bit, so I've called Adam over and he is run over with an iron brew. So hopefully you can still hear me even if you can't see me. Don't know if that's better or worse. But yeah, if you go onto Keisha's art page, look at her pictures. She's ridiculously talented. So suggestions for painting. What are your favourite techniques? What are your favourite things to paint? Favourite armies? Conversions? Martin's watching, so he'll love this. Conversions. This is one of my favourite conversions, and I'm biased because it's Martin's. But
let me restart first.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're restarting, guys. Obscenities is out then, so I apologise profusely because you might have caught me shouting some obscenities at customers. That was fine. We're very professional here at WarGames. Back to conversion. Basically, what is your favourite thing to convert? How do you like converting things? Martin will love this because I'm about to bring on one of his conversions as an example because I absolutely love it. This is his converted Helldrake. So as you can see, like the Helldrake you're used to on the box, wrapped around the tower. I know this took him a lot of time and effort to create this one, but I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to stop saying nice things about it now because I don't want his head to get much bigger. Otherwise, he won't be able to get on the plane back from Canada, which might not be too bad. Apparently I'm Barry White. That's cool. Sexy, husky voice. We can live with that. Not a problem.
Let me fix it.
But stuff like that. Huh? I think I'm back. Hi. Maybe I sound like me now. We don't know. It's fun. Frozen. Frozen. If you don't get it to stop lagging, I might look like some kind of a zombie with an IE. That's thinking for a few seconds. Yeah, okay, cool. But no, conversions. Adam's very pleased with himself because he's not a massive, it's gone red again, but. Oh, we're back. We're still on red output. This is cool. I'm okay. I think we're good. Let me know, guys. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me.
I think that's rubbish. Yeah.
Adam is cursing the internet behind the camera now. Even if you can't see me, you should be able to hear me. Maybe. Hopefully. No one's saying no. Oh, we're back green. This is good. Woohoo! I'm going to carry on because it's green, so I'm assuming that's good. A lot of people are saying here, plasticard. And there we go. Sounds fine. We're all cool. Boss. So stuff like that. Green stuff I know is a pretty popular way of doing it. You know, making kind of additions to your model with green stuff. Like milliput and things like that, which is pretty fun. Does the word of the week have anything to do with the Cranberry song? I don't know to what song you're referring. I can't think. But no, I mean, because obviously when I was talking to Keisha about models and commissions, I said a lot of people might want people to build models. Sometimes you just get a sprue. Sometimes you get a built model that's not been undercoated or anything like that. You know, and we mentioned conversions and different kind of posability of models and stuff like that. And there's a lot of people here saying kit bashing as well. Adam's very pleased with himself because he managed to make a blue horror into a pink horror because, again, speaking of that Hoover in our house where things get hoovered up and then disappear into the void, I think a brave pink horror has been hoovered up or cat ate it. I'm not entirely sure, but it's like Kyle said there, Couch Bear, kit bashing, just getting lots of different parts. And we often get people coming in saying, you know, do you sell this part of this part of that? That's why I'm excited about the whole Games Workshop releases. They've released a lot of basing equipment now, and the different upgrades for, I think it's for the Ultramarines. It is, yeah, like shoulder pads, and they've released like scabbards and gladius things for the swords and what have you, and power armor and things like that, to make it so as whatever model you make doesn't look the exact same as every single other model that is on the table. I mean, I know in tournaments, especially with new releases that are quite powerful, like Guilliman and what have you, you tend to get about Guilliman and his 20 other brothers, you know, battling it out against each other. So the fact that you can kind of customize them and things like that, I think that's really, really fun. I have never done it myself. I've always been too scared, because I have a feeling that if I did it, I would make them look like some hideous... They would look like Nurglings, even if they weren't meant to be, with like pustules coming off them and everything like that. But this is very good, because everyone that I'm seeing in the chat right now is saying, you know, everybody really likes to convert models, you know, whether it be kit bashing, whether it be using different kind of things like your Milliput or your green stuff and things like that. But then there's people saying not a clue where to start with conversions. I'm the same, you know, it's difficult because I've never done it before. I just need to kind of get a model that I know I'm not going to use on the battlefield, and maybe use that and kind of try my hand at conversion. But it's always fun to talk about that kind of thing, especially when we've just had a tournament, we've got more coming up. It's always nice to see we have, you know, categories for best conversion and things like that. So that's always cutting joints for different poses, exactly, stuff like that. You know, I think the most I did once was a model's arm was meant to be like that. I accidentally glued it like that. That's kind of as crazy as I get with that kind of thing. Focus more on making a base, then building a theme or a pose from there. That's from Joe. That's an interesting one. Conversions are fun when they start with a mad concept. That's very true, guys, at Mammoth Minis. Bit of advice I was always given: bases and faces when you're painting. If you make the face look good, and if you make the base look good, the rest get a bit of leeway with. So you're starting with a good base. It's a pretty good idea. 40k wise is kit bashed. Any model reduces, sound like rubbish, but the Necron model, this is true. But no, you know, everyone's agreeing that it is a fun thing to do, so this is always cool. This is what we want, a cool discussion about these kind of things. What else can we talk about, guys? Oh, Nick has taken great offence to the Necron comment there. Sorry, Nick, your beloved Necrons. Whenever I see them, I just for Necrons. We've already been through this. They're called Necrons from now on. But what else is new? I said we talk about board games. I know a lot of you like your board games, so let's have a chat about those. There's some pretty cool ones coming out soon. We've had some cool pre-orders come up for things like the Terraforming Mars expansion, Venus Next. That is hotly anticipated, and I think following on from a theme of massively popular board games that are getting expansions and stuff, we've got one for Pandemic coming out, which will be very cool. Pandemic Legacy, it's a season 2. There's not two copies, but 2 versions. They're doing a black one and a yellow one. And essentially, from what I've been able to gather with them, I was on the phone to the guys at this Devium today, asking about kind of, you know, do we have any significant release dates? All we know at the minute is September. But they are on pre-order from us. We're doing a pre-order price special for $59.99. After that, it'll go back to the regular kind of percentage off price of about $63.99. But essentially, the season 2 ones are set, I think it's 71 years. I've got my notes here. So 71 years after the first kind of Pandemic game. And it's the point of you have to travel to kind of keep the grid of towns and cities connected. And it's a lot more of, it's a lot more travel-y. There are a lot less humans alive, and you've got to travel further to connect with them. So I think, again, sounds like they're bringing in some very cool new mechanics there with the whole kind of more of a travelling element. That'll be really interesting to see how they pull that one off. I'd love to be more specific with dates for you guys, but 2021 September. I misread something there. September is all I can really get at the moment. I know for a fact that it's we've had a lot of people expressing interest for it because Pandemic's one of those games that is a bit of a cult classic really in the board games. I don't know many board gamers that haven't played Pandemic. But yes, that is going to be very, very interesting. That's in our pre-order section now. So if you head on over there, you can always check that out. And if you've been clever enough to use your brains, maybe, a bit tenuous, to figure out the code, you can always use it on a pre-order, guys. Nothing to say you can't, unless Martin says no. Can't use it on Pandemic 2, never mind. Don't do that then. I tried, guys, I'm sorry, I tried. But that's a really cool board game release that's coming out soon. I'm looking forward to that one. Another one that I've been particularly excited about is one called On Earth. Now, I don't know how many of you guys in the chat have heard about On Earth coming out. Basically, it's a dice placement game for 2 to 4 players. It's made by the people that created Boss Monster. Again, that's coming out tomorrow as well. I don't know what tomorrow clearly is like the hot day for releases, so we maybe should have made it WarGames on Thursday, then we can show you all the new products. But no, it's coming out tomorrow. It's a dice placement game, as I mentioned before. Creators of Boss Monster, who we all know make awesome games, because Boss Monster is a really, really fun game, kind of iconic artwork on the front of that box as well. So the kind of premise of On Earth is a little bit kind of resource placement-y type thing. You claim ruins. So you go around, you use your dice and you claim ruins, like the ruins of a civilization. Or you can claim stones if you don't have enough kind of resources to collect the ruins. There are 2 paths to victory. So the amount of ruins you get, well, obviously, the more ruins you get, better your chances are of winning, essentially. But also, you can use the stones that you collect if you don't have enough resources to get your ruins to build wonders. So it's not necessarily, it's some kind of moral lesson there, I'm pretty sure, of don't always have to aim for the ruins when you can just build your own wonders. I think I'm reading too much into it. That's fine. But you can, there are different ways to victory. So you've got to either get the most ruins and kind of convert them into something that's beautiful building, or you can collect stones and make your own wonders. But I'm a really big fan of dice placement games, and kind of it's a little bit resource management-y, which I love, because, you know, anything to do with any form of menial organisation I adore. So what can I say? Well, some can sing, some can dance, I can organise. But yeah, it's not a very long game either. It's about 25 to 50 minutes from what I've been able to read on the internet. And it sounds really, really fun. Have we got the t-shirts with my face on them for sale? Yeah, I'm trying to get a good selfie mark to put on it, because I've been going through my Instagram and all my old ones. I'm trying to find a good selfie, but they'll be up soon, obviously. Popular demand, overly popular demand. Aim higher, guys, really. I mean, if it was like Angelina Jolie, I get it, but, you know, what can I say? But yeah, oh no, it sounds really, really exciting. I'm looking forward to it. It sounds like a really fun little game. So yeah, if anyone who's listening, Jenny, and for example, in the board game group, let us know if you want any of those. We'll definitely get them in, because I would love a copy myself. We've got Charterstone as well. It's being spoken about in the chat here. Any good recommendations for city builder board games? Jenny, and I agree, Charterstone's coming out soon. That's coming out from Stonemaier Games. They're the guys who brought out Scythe, which obviously, as a lot of you know, is a seminal classic board game. It's incredible. It's one of those games that you get in and then like that, it's sold out, because everybody absolutely loves it. But Charterstone is like a village building, city building board game from the guys at Stonemaier. It's coming out soon. I'm not quite sure on exact dates. They've did a bit of a different release kind of schedule before, where the retailers have to fill in more kind of forms and things like that. It's a bit different to how they release Scythe, but we will be getting that in soon. It's you know, just from the fact that the creators are so popular, it's expected to be a fantastic game. But yeah, the mechanics and the art and the box and everything about it look very, very, very beautiful. Legacy build, there we go, that's the best way of describing it. But it's a super, you know, it's a game that's getting a lot of hype around it, rightly so. I mean, it's one of those things, like Scythe has kind of redefined board game. It's one of those games that it's like Terraforming Mars, things like that. Scythe, Terraforming Mars, they're games that they're like instant classics now for a lot of board gamers. There's a lot of hype about Charterstone to see if it's going to live up to that hype or whether it's going to not be quite as you know, exciting as people think. But I've got a lot of faith. I think it's going to be pretty good. Charterstone. We know Scythe's good, but yeah, it's one of those games like all the Tiny Epic games. Once they come in, they go immediately afterwards. That's Will Wheaton's fault. If you're watching, Will, you and your tabletop. As soon as he makes a video on a game, it immediately goes out. Speaking of board games, because I promised you we'd talk about board games today, because I love board games. Ian, if we could get some love in the chat room, Ian's birthday was last week. Happy birthday, Ian. Hope you had a lovely day. Came to pick up his birthday present today. It's called Happy Pigs, and it's essentially a game where you have little baby pigs, and they're so cute. They're little cubes, and they're adorable. And you have to... Hi, Dave. How did I know Dave would be on the chat? Hello. And you have to kind of create a lovely farm for your pigs. And I think that's absolutely adorable, things like that. Any game that's got cute little animals, hence the links in Runewars, I'm happy. But yeah, this is good. Lots of talk of board games, which is very exciting. What other board games? Zombie Side. Two Crowbarred, maybe? I don't know. It's good. Zombie Side is a really great game as well. That's another one that is extremely popular. That was Two Crowbarred. I have nothing else to say on that matter. I just needed to say a certain word that you may or may not have guessed. I think I can stop labouring on that now. I don't know. Maybe? No, I think I've done enough. Yeah, I think I've done enough on that one. What else can we talk about? What else is happening in the shop? In the shop, events, very exciting. If it's been confirmed, we spoke about it kind of preliminarily last week in terms of... See, Dave, I love Zombie Side. Zombie Dice, another great game. If you guys... If Finn's got it, let me know if you've got it, Finn. If Finn's got it, I think everybody would have gotten it, because... D&D version of Betrayal at House on the Hill, is that out soonish? I'm not sure, Mammoth Minis. If Martin's watching, he might know. But there's been a lot of D&D games coming in recently, actually. There's been a big resurgence in D&D at the moment, which is really, really awesome, because I love D&D. I think it's a fantastic game, and it's been going for so long, which I think is testament to how great a concept and a system it is. I mean, we've got a lot of the D&D board games at the minute, and as you know, we spoke about it last week and the week before, I think. There's a lot of D&D new releases coming out. You've got Xanathar's Guide to Everything, which, if you've seen the limited edition cover for it, it's absolutely stunning. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm the kind of person that will spend an extra 20 quid to get a limited edition thing, because my mum just gave me a look of like, don't you dare. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that to my mum on the camera. No, you know, it's absolutely stunning. D&D starter set is back in. Yes, Dave, you're completely correct. There is some on the shelf over there, if that's of interest. But you know nothing, Jon Snow. Oh, is that because I didn't know when something was coming in? Thank you. I wish I was as beautiful as Jon Snow, to be fair. Can't win them all. But the Critical Role guys from Geek and Sundry, who I'm sure you all know. And if you, around International Tabletop Day, might have watched us getting a bit of a live stream hookup with them. What can we say? We're like best mates now. Pretty much, maybe. We'll talk. But no, they are releasing their Tal'Dorei campaign, which is the Critical Role guys are the guys that do D&D for Geek and Sundry. So they're releasing their Tal'Dorei campaign book, which is written by the guys that run Critical Role. So it's all the campaigns using the 5th ed rules for D&D. It's great because it's such a classic thing, D&D, you know, the RPG element of it. My D&D character obviously is an elf. Did I miss Georgie's mom? No, Dave, you didn't. She's refused to come on camera. She's literally sat over there. She won't come on camera. She's too shy. Maybe if we get enough requests, maybe she can just walk on the camera in a second. I'm looking at her. She's yeah, maybe. Okay, maybe. But no, it's just a classic thing, isn't it? Yeah, obviously my character, as we spoke about earlier, is an elf. My brew is lovely, thanks, Jen. It's probably gone cold now. That's alright, actually. Weirdly insulated cup. I'm okay with that. To be fair, G, I'd put you over Jon Snow. Aww, thanks, Dan. That's probably the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me, to be honest. I feel touched. But no, you know, you can get the classic in D&D. Adam's a dwarf. Yeah, he's 6'3", but he plays a dwarf. I'm an elf, obviously. An elf princess. Like a Waterhavian noble. Obviously. What else was I going to be? But no, it's super fun. And it's so nice to just, for a couple of hours, be an elf in a dungeon fighting, you know, fighting lots of different creatures or something like that, to just step outside of everything else and forget about it for a little bit. And that's what I think is so special about D&D. And I know it holds I'm having like a really emotional discussion about, you know, D&D and how RPGs are so powerful, but all there is hashtag Georgie's mum on camera is flooding the chat. Come on. Oh, not yet. She's got to put lipstick on. Give her a second and she'll be on the camera. 2 minutes. What do you mean 2 minutes? George, you should see this. Georgie's mum on camera. It's everywhere. But nice to know you guys are all listening to my insightful and inspiring comments about the hobby. Thank you, everybody. What? Oh yes, he's lovely. And both my parents are here now. Do you want to come and say hello? And perfume. Everyone takes a mick out of me for putting perfume on before I go on. Oh, guys, honestly. Mom, come on. I can't talk about anything else until you've been on camera. Because they keep saying Georgie's mom on camera. We don't care about elves. We want Georgie's mom. Okay, thanks, Dave.
Where am I?
Okay, this is my mom.
Hi, guys.
This is Mom Abroad. I know you've all been waiting for this moment.
Can't see myself. This is horrendous.
It's going to come on
everybody.
the camera, and she's putting her phone voice on. It's okay. So this is my mom. Everybody there, like mother, like daughter. Thanks,
Aww.
Dave. So this is my mama.
Oh,
she doesn't have any idea about any of the gaming system. So if you want to ask anybody any questions,
I could use a seat. No,
Okay.
I'm not going to
Share
stop.
a seat with me. Here we go.
I'm going to go now. Oh my god, I need to knock the screen down.
ask any questions. You're awesome, Georgie's mom. Yeah. Hi, Georgie's mom. He's
Thank
getting
you,
a seat
darling.
now.
Thank you.
There we go. Mom, do you have any questions for the gamers who are watching?
I didn't know you were an elf.
Hi, Jay.
Jay's just
But
come in.
what is your favourite game? If you say Monopoly, you're going to get kicked off the stream.
My favourite game. I don't know.
Oh, that was fantastic.
I'm trying to think. Snakes and ladders. I don't know.
Snakes and ladders, wonderful.
I don't know.
No. Any questions you have for the lovely people watching?
Yeah, hi. It's
That's my
hello
question.
everybody. Oh no, it's not a question. But hello everybody. It's so great that you support George. It's really good. I can't
Oh,
believe
no, that's not a question.
No, I can't believe she sits here and talks for this long. It's totally amazing.
You live with me for however many years? You should know
too
how
many
long I can
years,
talk
yes,
for.
so I can see
Have you
that.
seen how the numbers of viewing have gone up since you came on camera?
Oh, there you go.
What can I say?
There you go.
Here we go. That is a very, very good question from Dave, and a lot more PG-13 than I was expecting it to be, so thank you, hon. There you go. Another one. If you could be any character in D&D, what would you be? Do you know what D&D is?
No.
D&D is Dungeons and Dragons. It's the one I
Okay.
tell you about when
I love dragons.
when I pretend to be an elf.
I adore dragons.
So would you be dragonborn?
Yes,
You'd be like
absolutely.
like a dragony lizard type thing.
I just really want a dragon.
You can't have a dragon.
I want one.
Mom's obsessed with Daenerys in Game of Thrones because she gets dragons.
No, Tyrion I'm obsessed with. I love Tyrion.
Surely raising Georgie was a game. Thank you.
It was actually. Yeah.
So would you be a dragonborn? Do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not an elf.
Elves are little and squishy and...
No, they're not. Elves are elegant and lean. Oh, thanks, Will. Will put about time we had someone attractive on camera.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Thanks,
thank
Will.
you.
Cheers, yeah.
I'm going to sneak off now because I'm getting a bit embarrassed now.
Any more questions for my mom before she decides that she
No.
doesn't want to be on camera? D&D one was a good question. She would clearly be Tyrion for the throne. Here we go. Tyrion for the Iron Throne.
Oh, well.
Now, I've not watched the most recent one, so we can't talk about
Oh,
it.
it would be a great place to discuss it.
I know. But I've not watched the most recent one yet.
Here's my boy there.
He's cool, but I think he might betray Daenerys. Unless that happens in the most recent one, so don't tell me. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Don't talk about it because you've got to watch the latest.
I do.
Yeah.
So, Mom, you be Dragonborn.
Yes,
Yeah?
absolutely.
Love it. Any more questions? Any more questions for Mom? Any questions for the gamers? What about Gaz? What would Dad be? Oh, Dad'd be like a... Adam, what race
would
D&D
Dad-
race would my dad be? A giant.
He'd be a
He'd be a
giant.
giant. He'd be a giant. Georgie's mum sounds like Lady Elena.
Who's that?
Who's that? A Game of Thrones fan. Tell Cersei it was me.
Oh, hello.
That one.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, yeah.
If you don't
Sorry,
want to
I thought
be
we were
embarrassed,
talking about-
better to ignore Dave if he makes any comments. So yeah, I think Dad would be a giant actually.
Yeah.
If he was a D&D character, I reckon so.
He's big enough, tall enough. I meant not fat.
Oh my, that at least.
High enough.
Okay, no, that's okay.
I better go.
Yeah. On that note, thank you, Mum.
Okay, love you.
Okay,
lots.
so-
Bye bye, everybody.
There you go, guys. You got what you wanted. Got my mum on camera. You're all gonna stop watching now. I know for a fact.
Oh, don't say
But
that.
Elena for White Walker. Hello, White Walkers. Some could say they're a little bit like zombies, zombie or a zombie. I'm gonna start with that now. Georgie's mum. Who's your favourite Game of Thrones character? Tyrion Lannister, hands down, every time. And there's 3. Which one?
I don't mind anyone.
You don't know their names, do you?
No.
No, there you go. That's why. Dad, there's requests for my dad now. Oh my god. Are any of you here to listen to me? I don't know. I go back and forth. I meant, what about Dad on Dad, we've got requests. But yes, we'll go back to the store, shall we? As we spoke about it kind of preliminarily before, in terms of last chance open dates. We have agreed to go with the 20th and 21st of January. It's obviously, we did think about that long and hard. We discussed the kind of reservations we had before, and obviously nothing's done out of Georgie's dad on camera is trending like, I'm not going to bother, guys, to be honest, because I'm trending out events, current affairs. Ooh, put your dad on camera. That's all we're getting. So Blood Bowl tournament is moved to the 10th of September. Jay is just here, so that's going to be super exciting. Blood Bowl tournament. We had lots of requests for Blood Bowl tournaments. So because Dave rather inconsiderately had to go to his nephew's christening. I ask you, no, disgusting. We are looking at the 10th of September for a Blood Bowl tournament, which is going to be super, super fun. I think it's 1.2 mil to spend, Dave. Yeah, it is. Jay knows. Jay's 1.2 mil to spend, strats and schemes and what have you, going up at a later date. But that's going to be super fun because for whatever, since it came back out, kind of the whole renewed version type thing, it's been absolutely mad in store. Everybody's been excited about it. Dave, being the godfather is not an excuse. Oh, I swear to God. But no, so that's really exciting. Last Chance Open. We're going to put the tickets up for sale for the Last Chance Open on the 2nd of October. Blood Bowl tournament tickets will be going up soon, I think. I'm not quite sure when. Dave? Any hints? Let me know. But we'll put them up. We'll give you all the information in terms of prices and what have you for that as well. But it's really exciting because we want to do not only the big events like that, but lots of smaller ones as well. Like, we're looking at, there's a lot of people who've had a lot of interest in talk about Commander 17. No, Finn. Maybe in a minute. Doing Pauper Wars. Actually, Finn might get a bit triggered if I talk about Pauper. But we'll see. By Pauper in Magic, you know, running smaller kind of tournaments of that style. We've got a Legacy Club as well for Magic who meets bi-monthly. Which is really nice. I think Legacy is a really fun format. Everyone's there for exactly the right reasons. You know, you just want to have fun, play games. Give us a run to another Northwest Open. We spent 1.2 mil for Blood Bowl, guys. Any current teams and skills cost 40k. Perfect. Thank you, Dave, for the clarification. Georgie, give us a rundown of the Northwest Open. You guys spent about 3 seconds on it last week. This is true. We'll go for the Northwest Open because it was a game. Absolutely brilliant. It's one of those things, you work massively long days, but it's so fun. You know, everyone there is fantastic. Everyone's there for the right reasons, and it's fantastic. We talked about the winning armies and what have you. I don't think there's any Brimstone horrors left in Games Workshop after all of the spam that went on with them, which Adam is very upset about. But no, it was a fantastic tournament, and I adore doing things like that. That's why I get hyped about the big ones like the Last Chance Open, because doing stuff like that is super fun, and I really enjoy it. So we've got a release party request here for Commander. Commander release party, Ad? What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll make it happen. My promise to you on camera, I'll make a Commander release party happen. Love it. Here you go, Mum. Will and Vic are doing cosplay as Khal Drogo and Daenerys this weekend. That's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. But yeah, Northwest Open. Super fun. I only had 2 casualties on day 2. 2 people didn't turn up because they couldn't handle their alcohol, which is not better than last year, because last year it was only 2 a game and we're hoping we'd kind of go up. It was touch and go actually for one person, but they pulled through. They made it. I'm very proud. But no, it was a really, really fun one. Already planning for next year, obviously, but it was great. I really enjoyed it. Obviously, it's the first kind of big tournament where that we've run anyway that used 8th. So it's a bit of a learning curve for everybody, really, because there was a lot of, go to the rule book, a lot of judge calls, which on Sunday, Ace was a little weary, worse to wear, weren't you, my angel? You were a little road weary on the Sunday. So I think that it was fantastic. We really enjoyed it. Once 8th bedded in a bit for the last chance open, I think we're going to see a lot of tweaks, a lot of erratas, a lot of FAQs and things like that. And of course, the codex releases, we've got Grey Knights and Chaos Space Marines that are out now, so that's going to change a lot of things, I reckon. Adam, Ace made judge calls. Oh, Dave's being shady. I'm saying nothing now. I say that's harsh words, but no, Adam's eyeing up a Chaos Codex at the minute for his siege, so we'll see how that will go for last chance over. I think people are going to be a lot more confident with their armies now. What with it kind of having bedded in for, well, how long will it be in January? August, September? I can't do maths. After a number of months, evasive as always, it will have bedded in more. People have gotten used to their armies, played them more. So I think we'll see a bit of a different kind of lay of the land for the last chance open. We'll see. Prove me wrong, prove me right. As long as you guys come, that's all we care about. If someone wanted to have a birthday party 40k tournament at WarGames, is this possible? That would be awesome. And I'm going to say yeah, which Martin and Dave might shoot me for, but I think that'd be really cool. Thanks to the casualties, I got to enjoy the bottom table with Colin from Dave Weston. Yes, it was good. It's like we said, everyone, even if you're on the bottom table and you've not won anything, everyone's having a fantastic time. And that's why I like working those events and for us to run them, because everyone's just there to have fun with their armies. It's boss. Will there be an Orc Codex for 40k edition coming soon? There will be a Codex that will deal with Orc. I'm not sure when they're going to be coming. I think Games Workshop said, is it 10 by the end of the year they wanted? 10 or something like that by the end of the year. So we're on, mid-August now. I'm not sure on their release schedule. We don't know super far in advance. Jack, please put your shirt back on. Thank you. Honestly, he goes to Canada for a week and I'm left to deal with all this. It's just... But I've completely lost my train of thought now because Jack took it. Anyway, no, but 10 by the end of the year. So I think, what are we on? Mid-August? Oh, we've got 3. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not quite sure. 7 more codexes before Xmas, plus the chapter approved. This is true. So, I think, I can't say a lot about it, but we don't know too far in advance, really. So I'm not quite sure on release dates for that. Cough, cough, Commander 17. Finn, there's a new Magic set coming out. It's called Commander 17. It's going to be great. There you go, done. So, no, but seriously, we have had a lot of people asking about it. And there's stuff like Ixalan and things that are coming out. Dinosaur Tribal. It's going to be amazing. There's a cat dragon token. Cat dragons. I'm so excited. He retracted his comment. I didn't mean to get angry, Finn. I'm sorry, darling. I'm sorry. But game day was super fun, talking of Magic. That was great. We had a really good turnout for game day, actually, as well. Dave, if you're still watching, love you forever for giving me the shiny Pusscat token. Not token, the card. The beautiful Adorned Pouncer card, which is this beautiful white cat in foil. It's not even that super good a card, but I've got a cat deck. Pride of place in my cat deck. But that was a good turnout for it. A lot of people have fun. Really, really nice. Birthday bash, we may have to arrange that for next year. This is good. Lots of people wanting birthday parties at 40k. Be rude not to make it happen when it goes, really. But yeah, Commander 17 is coming out. Commander's huge in the shop. I'm going to talk about this week because Martin's not here. He's not the biggest fan of Commander. Commander's a difficult one. It's a super non-competitive form of Magic. 100 cards, everyone's got to be different. It's pretty simple. A lot of people have a lot of fun with it. It's not very competitive, so you can't really run like a Commander tournament or anything like that. But Commander 17 has got a lot of hype going around it. So we will obviously, be stocking it, and we'll put the pre-orders up as soon as we can. Once we know more of the information and what have you. We mentioned the prices earlier, $29.99 I think. Adam, was it $29.99 you said for the C17 decks? Look at that for a memory. But yeah, there's a lot of hype going on around it, which is good because I love it when new products come out and people get excited about it. I don't have any friends to do a 40k birthday bash with. Why are we saying no? I think it's because I'm talking about Commander. Martin just put, no. Sorry about it. I run the show this week. But no, it's fun. There's a lot of hype being built. We've got a lot of people asking for the decks. So it's always nice when that happens. But yeah, there you go, Finn. Commander 17 covered. Finn did pretty well in game day as well. It was good. It was we had a lot of people from the shop actually who went to the GP in Birmingham. Which was, how many people were there in total? About 1,800 people there in total. Crazy. We had a lot of people going from the shop, but a few people made it to day two actually. It was pretty cool. It was fair play to them. That's impressive, and there's that many people to make it to day two of the tournament, which I think's a bit of a feat really, considering I'm if I lose I'll just scoop, throw my cards and life counter at someone and storm off. Looking at Adam, that's happened to him more than once. I'm a terrible loser. Stacked Deck Wars is better. Oh my god, Dave, if you'd have been in today, all they've been doing is play. They were all looking at me, oh yeah! Stacked Deck Wars. Okay, let me explain. They're playing it as we speak. They're obsessed. Essentially, in Magic, you have your deck. You shuffle it, you play a game. Pretty simple. Stacked Deck Wars, it's built around cheating. You literally stack your deck. So you stack it in the order that you want to play things. So you'll stack, your mana, your removal, your big creatures and whatever to make it so as you get them out on early turns, you have to rely on luck. You literally stack your deck to beat your opponent. And it sounds ridiculous, but they've been obsessed with it. And apparently it takes a lot more skill than I previously anticipated, because it goes on for a lot more rounds than it probably should. But yeah, Stacked Deck Wars. Try it. Maybe. It's funny actually. I've been watching them get super excited about it all day. It's very bizarre. Magic players. Does that mean it'd be safer for me to just lose the Harry Potter showdown, Joe? Joe, you don't need to try and lose the Harry Potter showdown. You're going to lose the Harry Potter showdown. Gauntlet laid down. I'm just saying. Martin phoned me from Canada this morning. He's over there. Did you know that? Martin's in Canada. You probably didn't know. He probably hasn't mentioned it. No. Harry Potter deck building game. He phoned me up and said, how desperately do you want it? And of course I said, more than the air I breathe. But it's about $70 over there. However, it's coming out in the UK in November, and my mom just said she's going to buy it for me. She's the best in the world. I'm going to hold you to that. I said it on camera. They all heard it. But it's coming out in November in the UK. So I said, now you said you'll buy it for me. I said, oh, I've not got enough money. I'll get it in November. I might phone him. Martin, you heard. Mom said she'd buy it for me. But no. So that's always fun, Joe. We can always have a go on that one. November, Harry Potter. Yeah, there we go. Harry Potter. Okay, everyone's getting super hyped. Yeah, it's like a deck building game essentially. So if you've ever played anything like Legendary or the DC deck builder game, similar from what I can gather, informed to that. And there's, bye guys, a deck for each of the houses, and you kind of play it that way. So either get mom to buy it or wait until November. November, UK, general release. Sounds like the planned trip will have to be in November. Yes, Joe. Joe and I are having a Harry Potter showdown, and I can just prove that I have the ultimate Harry Potter knowledge. Adam had to watch the films with me. and have me sitting there the whole time saying all the words along with him. You're a patient man, Clarkson. You really are, yeah. But yeah, that's going to be exciting. Lots of fun new things coming out. I think I've covered everything I wanted to cover. See how streamlined that show was. Apart from the technical issues. Not from you. No, you were good, Mom. Everyone was so happy. I'll see what I can do, he said. I'm so excited. Let's all wish Martin good luck in the tournament, because he is obviously in Canada, by the way, did you know, to play in a tournament. We sponsor the tournament over there. He's taken an army over with him, so good luck from us in the UK in the tournament. I'm sure you'll do fine, even though you took your white scars, which are lots of bikes. We'll see how that goes. But no, good luck. And I'm sure everyone will send their love and say they missed you because they had to listen to me talk for an hour, which was arduous. I admire you all for sticking it out that long. Dave, is he using zombies? I don't know. Maybe there's a zombie, a one zombie, ZOMBIE, singular, all lowercase. Just a hunch. I can't promise anything. Zombie, all lowercase. Make sure you're logged in. Sorry, these words are just escaping my lips. I don't. On that subtle as a house brick note, I'm gonna wrap it up. Lots of hashtag pray for Martin. Yeah, good luck in your tournament. You'll be great. You've got all our support from across the pond. Not that much though, because you're in Canada and didn't invite me. So maybe get tabled for one game, but no, you'll be fine. Good luck. You'll have an amazing time. Thank you all for sitting and listening to me prattle on about elves and zombies and my mom for like an hour. It's been lovely to talk to you all, and I'll see you all next week. Right, bye guys.